What's going on, everybody? Welcome into HBCU Huddle. I am CJ. Follow me on the Instagram at @new_ConRadicalness, or on Threads at ConRadicalness, or on Twitter at ConRadicalness. Join alongside, after a week off, she's back.
I know y'all missed me. I'm back with the smiles. I'm back with the laughs. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Ronnie.2K. And make sure you download the Grind City Media app on all platforms.
Well, Ronnie said that. I don't know what Mike Wallace is going to say. Mike, what's going on, man?
Well done, Ronnie. Well done. Well done. It's good to be back with you guys. It's been a few weeks since all three of us have been together. Technically, I'm on the road here in Boston with the Grizzlies, but I couldn't miss having an opportunity to do HBCU Huddle this week. So looking forward to a great show.
Part of the reason Mike couldn't miss doing HBCU Huddle this week, we're coming up on the end of the season, folks. So we're going to take a look at the home stretch. We're going to take a look at my ballot. We're going to take a look at the Box to Row media poll for the football season. We're also going to make picks on games. Mike is gaining ground. He picked up 2 games on me. I'm only ahead by 3, Ronnie. Your boy is nervous. We got that going on. Plus, a tremendous pick 6. Thanksgiving sides, y'all. We did desserts last week. We're doing sides this week. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. But before we get to all of that, let's take a look at our games of the week. Like I said, home stretch of the college football season is upon us. And at the D2 level, the regular season is done. We've got conference championship games going on this week. Let's start with the 55th CIAA football championship. Virginia State takes on Johnson C. Smith. Here are a couple of stats that you guys need to know to get you ready for this game. Curtis Allen leads the nation with 27 touchdowns for Virginia Union. Allen is also the only player in D2 averaging over 200 all-purpose yards. Now, Virginia Union, they can be a bit penalty prone, 9.2 penalties per game. That's the 10th most penalized team in all of D2 and the 5th most penalty yards in D2. They are, though, a 12-time CIAA champion. On the other side, Johnson C. Smith is a top 10 team in the nation in third down conversion percentage. They are allowing opponents to convert on 23% of their third downs. That's third best in all of D2. 274 yards allowed per game. That's 10th best in Division II, and this is their first CIAA championship appearance since 1973. Mike, what are you looking forward to in this showdown, man?
Hey, these teams have already met before earlier this season, and Virginia Union was able to beat up on Johnson C. Smith. And the Johnson C. Smith is the hotter team right now. They certainly have put their season together coming down the stretch. I think their one loss was to Virginia Union. One of their losses was to Virginia Union. So, you know, can you beat the same team twice when that other team technically should have the motivation to correct that? I'm looking forward to a great game in that situation. It's going to be the running game, rushing attack of Virginia Union versus the versatility of Johnson C. Smith. But hey, are we making the picks? You know where I'm going with this one.
Well, Mike, we got to wait on the picks.
Don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. We're 3 minutes in.
Just wanted the knowledge, Mike. We just really wanted the knowledge. We're gonna get to the picks, baby.
He said we get to it.
We're gonna get to the picks. Mike is excited
it.
about that matchup. I am excited about the SIAC championship between Benedict and Albany State. When you take a look at what they have, stats to know for both of these teams. Benedict's 33 sacks on the year, 10th most in D2, tied for 10th most with a bunch of teams. Albany State is one of those teams as well. 3 fumbles returned for touchdowns on the year for Benedict. That's tied for first in the nation, or most in the nation, allowing opponents to convert on just under 25% of their third downs. That's 4th best in D2. And they've won 2 of the last 3 SIAC championships. On the other side, Albany State, 255 yards allowed per game. That's 5th fewest in D2. Robert Floyd, 14 passes defended on the season for Albany State. That's tied for 6th most in D2, allowing 4th fewest red zone touchdowns in the nation. And their last conference championship came in 2021. In this matchup, Ronnie, we've got the 3 of the past 5 years. One of these 2 teams has won the championship game. What do you like here?
Just the defensive side from both, like them being able to, Benedict starting off having 33 sacks, like that's tough. Like it's not that many teams that's be able to convert that on the defensive end. So if Albany is looking to win, their offense is going to really have to show up.
Absolutely. It's gonna be a hard fought game. This is gonna be tough, and I look forward to seeing what all four of these teams have to offer. I will say before we get to the picks, if you got Curtis Allen on your squad and Virginia Union does, you give yourself a really good chance. And I am thoroughly impressed by the way Benedict has continued to roll, even with the absence of Chanis Berry, who is at South Carolina State doing really, really good things. It's not often that you see a coach of a good program leave said program and take a step up in difficulty, and that coach is doing well, and the program that he left is also still doing well. I think that speaks volumes to both Coach Berry and to the program at Benedict. Now, let's do our updated pick standings before we get into the picks. Like I said, Mike has gained 3 games on the kid. Mike is sitting at 68, 31, and 31. I am at 71 and 28. And Ronnie, we talked some before the show, Ronnie.
Do not start this.
You and I talked. I told you, and I don't think you knew this at the time, but if Mississippi Valley State had to beat Jackson State, Mike was going to give you 10 wins for that one. So just know that they let you down twice. All right, that's okay though. Because again,
My silence says everything.
We'll get to we got to keep a Valley game on the schedule. 1, because to give Ronnie a chance to make up ground, but 2, because I felt confident at the start of the season.
They look really good.
I was like, they're going to get somebody.
Somebody. It was that Southern game.
They going to get somebody.
It's that Southern game. We should have won the Southern game. And I think that would have started everything. But we still got a chance to beat FAMU for that makeup game. We still got that chance. So I'm still, Valley, I still believe in you. I ain't gave up yet. The faith of a mustard seed. I told y'all from week 0, the faith of a mustard seed. Ain't going to lead us to Atlanta, but we're going to get a win. We're going to get a win.
All right.
Shoot.
So here we go. Let's get things started off with the CIAA Conference Championship game. Virginia Union takes on Johnson C. Smith. Mike, who you got?
Man, I got Virginia Union in this one. I think, as we see the whole sweep, the board is swept with Virginia Union. We're all confident in it. Johnson C. Smith had a second straight remarkable year coming off of last year's run to this same championship game, but Virginia Union just looks to be too strong right now.
Absolutely. Ronnie, what about you?
Yeah, I believe in Curtis Allen. If they give him the ball, I think he gone. What is the D2 scoring touchdown like in a season? What's the record? Can we look that up?
I'll check that.
Is it possible that he could break something this season?
I'll check that during the break. Listen, Virginia Union had a phenomenal running back last year that Allen is kind of chasing the ghost of.
Right.
It's crazy to think that Virginia Union has had the best running game, the best running backs for 4 years straight now, going back to Jada Byers, 2 or 3 years ago, and now what Allen is doing as well. Like, Jada Byers left Mike, and forgive me for my ignorance, I thought, okay, they'll never get another dude like that. Ain't no way in hell they'll find one. They found one this year. Just snap, just right there. Like, oh, you thought Byers was it? No, watch Allen go out here and play.
We got
another one for you. So yeah, I'm on Virginia Union as well. They knocked off Virginia State in a close, hard-fought game, 14-3, where Allen was held in check. And by held in check, I mean he scored only 2 touchdowns and rushed for over 150 yards. So if that's what holding him in check looks like, it's not much.
Nasty.
I look forward to hopefully getting to see this team continue in postseason play in the D2 playoffs. And I think, Mike, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think even with a loss here, Virginia Union is in the D2 playoffs.
That's going to be tough. I do think so, though. I think both teams can make a case in this situation, especially if it's a close game and Johnson C. Smith loses, you can make a case that they should get an at-large, but the winner obviously is in. Those 2 teams, though, are special. And in a cold climate game, in the weather having an impact, you got to go with the rushing attack, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Great defenses on both sides of the football up there in the CIAA championship. And
it's in North Carolina, I think. I think that's where it might. Yeah. The neutral site game will be in North Carolina, which is where Johnson C. Smith, that's their home state. So it neutralizes the matchup. So it's going to be
Mike, you know what travels well in football? The run game and the defense. And that's what Virginia Union has, man. But I'm with you. like being in the state of North Carolina could give an unexpected advantage to Johnson C. Smith. Benedict takes on Albany State. Ronnie, who do you like in this one?
I got Albany. I've been rooting for Albany all season, even though Benedict been playing really well. Like we said in the picks before, them 33 sacks, them blitzing, that it looked really good. But I think Albany gonna take it.
Mike.
Hey, Albany State, man. My man Quinn Gray has done a remarkable job as coach there. I covered him when he was a quarterback, record-breaking quarterback at Florida A&M 20 plus years ago. And just to see him, matriculate to this position, he's gotten that team ready. They've beaten, they've already won this game when they played earlier in this season. So, and they did it comfortably as well. So, I mean, it's one of those things. Benedict is much better, but I think Albany State has the system and the complete offensive attack to get it done.
Absolutely. I'm with both of you. We're all on Albany State. We saw this game play out. It wasn't close. Albany State kind of routed Benedict in this one. But Benedict has had a tremendous year. I wish I could take something away from him, but I can't. It's going to hurt my soul to see Albany State potentially go out there and win a championship. In a game with huge MEAC implications, you got Howard taking on Delaware State. Howard is the lowest scoring team in the MEAC, but allowing the fewest points per game in the MEAC. Mike, we'll start with you. Who do you like?
Man, I like Delaware State, man. Like, this is a magical run right now that Deshaun Jackson is on. And Larry Scott at Howard, this just hasn't been the season that they needed to have. They didn't follow up on all of the potential that they had offensively last year. And right now, Delaware State is hard to pick against them because they keep proving people wrong week after week.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Part of the issue with Howard is the run game has taken a big old step back. They're only averaging 128 yards per game on the ground. Fewest in the MEAC and the fewest since 2021, when I do believe they averaged about 121 yards per game on the ground. For comparison, here's what Howard did the past 3 seasons. 143.6 yards per game in 2024. That's about 20 yards more than what they're doing right now. 172 yards in 2023 and 165 yards in 2022. That's been the biggest thing to me about the Howard Bison this year is their inability to run the ball consistently and get big time run plays to pop off on the offensive side of the ball. Ronnie, what about you?
Yeah, I believe in Delaware. Coach, he's been doing a phenomenal job this season turning their program around. I think he tweeted out or he said in an interview that he has seniors on the team that's been playing for 4 or 5 years that never had a winning season. This is their first winning season. So I believe in Coach. I still hope that he get Coach of the Year still as well.
Shout out to Coach Jackson and what he's doing up there and the Fighting Cowers as they continue to roll on. This is a strength on weakness game as well. Delaware State leads the nation in rushing yards per game, whereas Howard is allowing 159 yards per game on the ground, second most in the MEAC. Like I expect Delaware State to churn out some yards on the ground and I don't want to say coast, but win comfortably, be in control throughout the course of this game. Mike in Grambling State, chance to make some noise in the SWAC. Need a little bit of help. They do need help, but they've got to continue to win. And then hopefully Prairie View A&M gets a couple of losses here to end the season, and we could be talking about Grambling State going to a SWAC championship game. They take on Alcorn, struggling Alcorn, down Alcorn this season. Ronnie, because Mike is over there looking real.
I'm gonna pick Grambling.
Mike is real studious right now.
I ain't trying to tell the people what's going on before we get into it in these next couple segments or so. But Grambling got some stuff going on. I'm gonna pick Grambling to win. I don't think Alcorn is the better team when it's the full team. if y'all catching my drift,
we made these picks, and listen, we made them. We'll just lock them in. But we make these picks on Sunday. Mike does a great job of sending the games, and so we make our picks on Sunday at the latest Monday. And so if you guys know, the suspensions weren't announced Sunday or Monday morning. So when they came in, it was like, oh man.
When I seen 27,
listen, Mike, who you got, man?
What you doing over there?
Hold on. Listen, so what you're saying is that based on the information you guys I would see Alcorn.
No.
For me, yeah. I don't know what Ronnie on, but for me, absolutely. Absolutely.
No, Alcorn been sucking this year. First of all, Alcorn been sucking this year. Not as bad as us, but Alcorn sucks this year. But 18.
They beat Southern, right?
And Prairie View A&M, if I remember correctly. Like I think Alcorn is riding a win streak.
Yeah, they
Southern trash.
Yeah, they are. They are. But having said that, though, I'm gonna ride with the G's all the way through. This is the kind of game that we would lose, though, because again, we beat Bethune-Cookman. We took some L's in terms of the catastrophe that happened at halftime of that game and everything in the aftermath. But Grambling is rolling right now. They secured the first winning season that they've had in about 5 years. So I'm riding with the G-men all the way through just because, again, I'm a G-man. I got to ride with my G-men.
You got to do it. You got to do it. The SWAC tried to suspend everybody, Mike. I said it on Jessica's show. They suspended all the players. They suspended a couple English professors. They got the custodians.
You get a suspension.
They got the cafeteria workers. They kicked in the door of the bursar office after standing in line for 2.5 hours. They said, "Hey, all y'all suspended also, dog." Everybody got to get a suspension. Alcorn State last 3 games: 32-10 against Mississippi Valley, 33-14 against Texas Southern, and a 35-17 win over Southern. This is going to be a tough matchup for Grambling. But again, it's all, like, I want to say it's all right in front of them, but they need to continue to win and hope for some help if they're going to make it to a SWAC championship game. And that's something, Mike, to the credit of the G-men. I don't think any of us expected them to be in this type of a position this late in the season. Speaking of teams in a good position right now, Alabama State still behind Jackson State in the SWAC standings because of the loss to Jackson State at the Vet earlier this season. They take on Mississippi Valley State. Alabama State absolutely needs to continue to win and get help. If they lose, it's over and done with. But if they can continue to win, maybe Jackson State just maybe slips up against somebody. Alabama State, Mississippi Valley State. Mike, who you like?
Yeah, gonna make me mad.
Hey, there's no question about this. You got to go Alabama State, right? You got to go Alabama State. And here's the thing. I'm curious to see how Ronnie feels because she's going to go Valley by 50 no matter what. But if there's one team and one player that she likes more than anything,
Andrew Body.
It's Body. But Body got hurt though. Body didn't play the last game. So can you all pull off the upset? That's what I'm asking you.
I'm going for the upset. I believe in it. If Valley beat Alabama State and then we turn around and beat FAMU, I'm cool. I'm cool with the whole season. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the L against Jackson. Don't worry about the L against Southern. I'm not worried about it.
Keep going. The L against
I ain't going out of it. I ain't going out of it. What about y'all, L? 18 players. 18 players.
Is the reward still in? Are we still giving her a premium for?
Yes.
Yeah, every Valley win gets her 5.
I get 5.
Every Valley win gets her 5.
Last week was 10, but we going back to 5.
Yeah, but Mike, if you want to give her 10 again, Mike, you can give her 10. I say every win is 5. You offered 10 last week against Jackson State.
Let's do the odds.
What do you mean the odds?
I'm saying we gonna make it a thing. I believe we all think that I should get 10 points if Valley beat Alabama State, because y'all love Andrew. I'm saying, CJ, do you not love Andrew Body?
I love that whole Alabama State team.
Okay, all right, okay. Mike, do you love Alabama State?
Let's roll it back.
Not as more as the G. Not as more as the G.
You want to give her 10 this week?
Give her 10 this week.
All right.
There we go. It's locked in.
If Valley beat Alabama State, y'all heard it here. Ronnie's going to get 10 wins for that victory.
Come on, Valley.
Big time matchup in the MEAC. South Carolina State, North Carolina Central, the 2 best teams last year, the 2 media favorites to win the conference this year. Delaware State has had something to say about that after their big time win against North Carolina Central on the road. North Carolina Central, speaking of teams who cannot afford a loss, they got to keep winning and then hope they force some sort of a 3-way tie with South Carolina State, North Carolina Central, and Delaware State in order for them to maybe win some tiebreakers to get in. Because I don't foresee Delaware State losing twice on the season. South Carolina State, North Carolina Central. Ronnie, who you got?
I got North Carolina. Y'all really going against me?
Well, Ronnie, you got to finish who you got.
Okay, I got North Carolina. Now, why would y'all go against me?
You make it seem like it's personal.
It's so personal.
We didn't know who you were picking.
It's the end of the season. It's the end of the season now. It's personal.
There is a desperate football coming from North Carolina Central this week for the reasons I stated. But I just think South Carolina State has a bit more than what they can offer. I think Harris has been very, very solid at the quarterback, beyond solid at the quarterback position for North Carolina Central. But I think when it's all said and done, Chennis Berry and those boys get the job done. Shout out to the Bulldogs. Mike, what you got?
I mean, when you look at that defensive performance that, the South Carolina State Bulldogs put on last week, I mean, they are in peak form at the right time of the season. Like, they know, okay, Operation Bowl is coming up. It's less than a month away. It's our time right now. We got to get back there and rectify some things, and they're looking like they're coming. So I think they're going to win it. It's going to be a tough game. It's the MEAC game of the week. It's the national television game on ESPN. So it's going to be a showcase game, and I think South Carolina State wins it. I believe it's at South Carolina State too, so they should be able to win that game at home, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
Oh, my bad. I was just going to ask, what you think it'll take for North Carolina to actually win against South Carolina?
Big plays in the passing game.
Okay.
Like, I think that's something that realistically they can do, is get some big plays, chunk yards. You got to make it. You're not going to be able to consistently drive down the field 70, 60, 80 yards against this South Carolina State defense. That's not something you're going to be able to do. But if you can get 3 or 4 chunk plays, just 30-yard gain here, 40-yard gain there, or some turnovers to shorten the field, you can go 30, I think. You can get into scoring range. And then when you get in scoring range, you got to get touchdowns. You can't settle for field goals.
Y'all want to predict the score?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
What's your score prediction, Ronnie?
Yeah, what you got, Ronnie?
I'm going to say North Carolina, I'm going to say 27-13.
North Carolina
Carolina.
Central. Okay.
Wow.
North Carolina.
So you got Central's defense dominating that game then. Okay. Good. All right. Write that down so we can come back and see how close.
Now, that's extra bonus points.
No, it's not. See, she trying to.
I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. We got to add some stipulations.
I'll go 30 to 18, South Carolina State.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's going to be a low-scoring affair. I think it's going to be more like 21-13, 21, 17, somewhere around there. It's going to be close, though, because these are the two, before Deshaun Jackson came in and just laid down a hammer in terms of introducing how good of a coach he was. Chennis Berry, man, and Oliver are the best 2 coaches in the MEAC, and it wasn't even close before now. So, this is going to be a great chess match between 2 great minds right there when it comes to getting their teams motivated.
Morgan State takes on Norfolk State. Norfolk State has 9 losses on the year. Not a great season. 6 of those 9 losses have come by 1 score. 3 to North Carolina Central, 7 to Delaware State, 7 to Hampton, 5 to Wagner, 3 to Sacred Heart, 3 in overtime to Virginia State. I'm taking Morgan State in this one and another close one for Norfolk State. Mike, who you got?
I'm going with my man Vic. This is the one shot where he has to, because again, you can preach confidence, program building, all of those things, but you need to get a result that says, all right, we got this monkey off our back. They're losing all of those close games. Guys can get dejected and all those kind of things. But I think this is the one right here where you say, all right, Morgan hasn't been absolutely amazing either. If I'm going to get a MEAC win, it's going to be this week. I got to go ahead and do it now. This is the game that they win.
It's hard. It's hard after taking L's back to back each week to go in and say, okay, we're going to go and get this win against So I'm definitely going with Morgan State. I don't think that Norfolk was as disciplined this season as Mike Vick probably wanted them to be. And I think that's why they struggle a lot this season. I hate that for him. I love some Mike. Y'all know I love some Mike Vick. But it just wasn't his season.
Real quick, let's move through Bethune-Cookman, Jackson State. I think everybody is on Jackson State. So Mike, myself, and Ronnie on Jackson State. FAMU takes on Alabama A&M. And I do believe we're all on the same side. No, Ronnie's on FAMU. I'm Alabama A&M. Mike is Alabama A&M. Ronnie, why are you fam?
Because I don't like Alabama A&M.
Oh, turn up. Mike, that's simple. That's simple to me. That's simple. I rock with it.
Hey, FAMU's turned their season around. I think they're trying to save, the coach is trying to save his job, and this is going to be a big-time opportunity for them. But I think Alabama A&M wins it because they're at home, and I think they're the more desperate team right now.
Alabama A&M's defense is
nice.
bad.
Yeah.
Is not very good, I don't believe. And if FAMU can get some plays on the offensive side of the ball. Chunk plays are there to be had. This will be a good one. I think this will be high scoring, but I'm with you, Mike, at home. I'm going to take Alabama A&M. Gardner-Webb, our last game, takes on Tennessee State. Tennessee State, bottom 5 in the nation in rushing yards per game, second fewest yards per game in the nation. It's not going real well for our friends up in Nashville. Here's hoping they can get things turned around. I'm on Gardner-Webb. Everybody's on Gardner-Webb. We all are. That's
That hurts Ronnie, though, because she's been believing in the grasshoppers all season long.
I like that metaphor. I got to use that with my team.
I understand. But sometimes grasshoppers don't hop. Sometimes they just kind of stay there.
What grasshopper you know that just stay there?
Sometimes they just sit there,
They
Ronnie.
don't sit there.
They just sit there,
They
man.
don't.
They just sit there.
That's a problem. TSU grasshoppers sit there, and that's been the problem all season. That's what that is. But I hate that for them, though. I hate that for them.
Winless in conference play. This is, if you lose this one and you lose your final one, that'll be the first time in a long time they've been winless in conference play. That's a bad look for Tennessee State, but they're at the bottom trying to build up.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, that's our picks. On the other side, we're going to talk some about the suspensions that we hinted at, Grambling State, Bethune-Cookman. We're also going to talk about some gambling scandals that popped off in the SWAC and so much more on the other side right here in the Built for Tough Studios, HBCU Huddle on Grind City Media.
Jeff Dunham, artificial intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat. How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at natebargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of over $550,000 in free play and a brand new Lincoln. Here Comes Santa takes flight on Saturday, November 1st, when you can begin earning entries. And don't forget the grand finale drawings on Saturday, November 29th and Saturday, December 27th to win a share of over $40,000 in free play or a brand new Lincoln. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Grizz Nation, don't foul out on dinner plans. Hit Sticks Express in downtown Memphis instead. Fresh hibachi, steak, shrimp, sushi tacos, and yes, our legendary sake slushy to keep things cool. Order online with code STIX901, STIX901, and knock 10% off your tab. It's the perfect pick and roll for game night. Sticks Express, fast, fresh, always a slam dunk. And hey, come see us at our Collierville location too.
Welcome back in, everybody. HBCU Huddle. CJ, Mike, and Ronnie. It's time to talk about some news around the HBCU sphere, some news and notes. Let's stick in the SWAC. There was a situation, a fight that popped off during the Grambling State Bethune-Cookman game coming out of the tunnels after halftime. The SWAC levied out some punishments, 27 total suspensions, 18 for Grambling, 9 for Bethune-Cookman, a $25,000 fine for Bethune-Cookman, a $40,000 fine for Grambling. 3 players received 2-game suspensions. Before we get into what this could mean, Mike, when you saw it and then you heard the language that Coach was speaking with, the "we're not going to be disrespected" comment in particular, what went through your mind?
I get it. It's football bravado. You're trying to protect your home stadium, and it's about your image and all of those kind of things. I was confused at first because initially I thought that this altercation happened at the beginning of the game when the teams come down the tunnel, down the hill on the field to start warmups. But then I learned that it happened at halftime. So, when you have that kind of thing happen, and it's unfortunate. We see it every year, CJ. You immediately texted me and texted our group and said this happens every year in the SWAC, but it doesn't make it right. This was more of a brawl. It got to the point where it spread across different sections of the field and different sidelines. And as you said before, other people got suspended that didn't even have a uniform on. So that tells you how bad it was. But it's a bad look, and it came at a costly time for Grambling because, as you said, there's still a pulse to try to get to that SWAC West title right there. And now you basically took out some key players with 2 games left, and it's going to be an uphill challenge no matter what from that standpoint.
Ronnie, is this too much, too little, just right?
The reaction is too much. Like,
Okay.
it's just there's no need for that, especially like when they on the run that they're on. Like, I understand the whole disrespect thing, but you can handle it. There's loopholes to everything. You can handle it a certain way. Okay, when y'all get in the huddle, you tackle somebody, you talk mess then. Y'all don't have to get into a brawl because then now what's going to happen this week versus who they got, Alcorn or whatever? Like, what's going to happen when these those other 3 players that's suspended for 2 games, what if they're needed? You know what I mean? Like, it just sucks. It sucks. And for the coach standpoint, like him to come out and say, we going to answer disrespect with disrespect, coach, you the leader. I get it. I get it if we was in the streets. But we represent a university, you know what I mean? And it's just, you just can't allow that because then it, and I think that's why he had to recant what he stated at first and just say that that's not what they represent. But yeah, you fight it out on the field. Don't fight it out using your fists. Y'all got on uniforms anyway. You can't hurt nobody. You got on
with the helmet on. Like, why you throwing punches with the helmet on? But like to that point as well, I guess football.
It is.
Football is nothing but a controlled fight. And so you had a whole another half. I understand things can get heated in those tunnels. This isn't the only time things have gotten heated in a tunnel. We saw a couple of years back, Michigan and Michigan State, things got heated in the tunnel and somebody ended up taking a helmet and going upside somebody else's head with it, right? Like that football, like all sports, is an emotional thing. You have to be able to keep your emotions in check to the best of your ability. You can't let it spill off into a way where it's going to hurt your team. And 18 players being suspended absolutely hurts the team from a depth standpoint and from a talent standpoint. And I understand what Mickey Joseph is trying to instill in his players, though. Because, Mike, to your point, football, bravado, toughness.
Brotherhood.
We're going to be tough. We are not going to just let anybody come around here and just treat us any old kind of way. Not us. We're going to stand up for ourselves. I absolutely understand that sentiment from Coach Joseph. Hell, we got to, Mike, you know this song. Ronnie, you weren't born. But wasn't that the whole premise of Wild Wild West? Wasn't that the whole premise of Kumo D? Like, yo, we got together, we formed the gang because all these other dudes was running around in our neighborhood wreaking havoc. And we like, no. We're going to stand up for ourselves. We're not going to let that happen no more. And I heard Mickey Joseph say that, and that's immediately what I thought about. And so I understand that piece of it. But to your point, Ronnie, earlier, you kind of got to keep that in the locker room. That part in the locker room, you got to put on a different face in front of the camera. You got to be, man, I can't believe that we do not teach that here at Grambling State. I am outraged by, what is that? Do you know how many times? Mike, I don't know if you ever did this. You're a father. The amount of times my dad, when my mom in the room, was on my head about something I had done, and then the second she left, he kind of like, he had to check around the corner. He's like, hey, you all right? Good stuff. Good stuff, dog. I see you. Mike, you ever did that?
Hey, that happened with me, man. With I can't even tell the story, man. But it involved me sneaking a girl into the house.
Come on, Mike.
You cold. You cold.
I'm gonna save that one for later. But this is the one that got me. I was about to say the only time I almost got into a legit brawl fight at Grambling, but it wasn't the only time. It was maybe
damn, Mike.
But this was freshman year, right? I'm coming to Grambling, and see, I'm making this point about the territorialness of it. Grambling got upset because Bethune-Cookman didn't get off the hill in time for Grambling to come back down their own hill, which is ceremonial, right? So it was where Bethune-Cookman was at a certain time where they weren't supposed to be. I came from Washington, D.C., East Coast, big city, going to Grambling. I didn't know much about the Greek culture and all of those kind of things.
That'll do it.
Other HBCU, you get paintings in each one. Like I remember specifically walking along the campus, and I stopped for a minute, and I was chilling on some steps, and the steps had Omega Psi Phi lettering, coloring.
The wrong group.
I wasn't up on that culture. See, that's the one thing. I never pledged. I played sports. I was in different other organizations, but I never pledged because that just wasn't a thing for me. That wasn't part of my upbringing and my culture, right? From coming from inner city. From that standpoint. I don't begrudge people who have pledged. I'll make it real quick though. But I stopped, and where I stopped at that time was right on the steps in the hill where the cubes had their little section, right? The paintings and all that. And a brother came up to me and was like, hey, dog, you ain't supposed to be here. You ain't supposed to be right here. And I'm like, what you mean I ain't supposed to be right here? He was like, these steps right here, this are our steps. You ain't with us. And I'm like, dude, I'm a student here, man, just like you is. So what we talking about? And then it escalated from there. And then fortunately, I was on the basketball team at that time. So I had some guys that were on the basketball team. There were some guys that came up who were Qs on the football team, and it almost elevated to a bad situation. But at the end of the day, I understood it once I understood it. I didn't understand it at the beginning. And I was like, why are they so territorial about a damn step? But then I had to research, and I had to understand that that's part of what that campus culture is all about. So thankfully, hands didn't get thrown. We didn't get to blows or anything like that. And I eventually became friends with these dudes, and it was all one big happy thing months later. But at the end of the day, man, you got to understand territorial things do matter when you talk about culture on the HBCU campus.
Yeah, absolutely. And culture everywhere. So they felt like they were being disrespected. You got to defend the hill.
I get it.
You got to do.
I get it. The sisterhood, the brotherhood.
In front of the cameras, be like, hey, I'm outraged.
Yeah.
I can't. We will not settle for this. It's just in front of the cameras.
He's the head of the snake. So if it looks like the coach is allowing them to be, unsettled and unsportsmanlike, then it looks bad on the university. And I think that's why the SWAC had to go so hard as far as the penalties and the fines and things like that. Because like you said earlier, this happens every year. It shouldn't happen. It's not. There's no need for any type of brawls. And I was a SWAC player, and I did myself get into a situation where I was ejected and suspended for some games. So I understand how you can get heated.
I didn't know I was rolling with killers. There's killers all around me. I ain't even know it.
No stuff. I'm from the anti.
Ronnie, who the hell you trying to fight?
Hey,
Jackson State, my senior year, Jackson State. It was home at Valley. We was playing Jackson State. And one of our players, she ended up getting the ball. It was a hustle play on the ground in front of Jackson State's bench. All I seen was somebody kick my teammate. I seen somebody kick my teammate. I ran over there. I was trying to break stuff up, but I seen somebody. I felt somebody hit me. So I might have did a little nudge or whatever, but it wasn't even. It was nothing. But I ended up getting ejected.
You got ejected and suspended for a little nudge.
Yeah, I got suspended a game. That was my first time ever getting suspended for a game. But
hold on, you said my first time. Is that not your only time? Was that like, hold on, come on.
Ronnie, damn.
Listen.
Ronnie, you the muscle on the show?
They don't
I
call
have
me
never
Iron
felt
Man for
safer
nothing.
on these
They don't call
airwaves
me
than rolling with
Iron
Mike and
Man for
Ronnie.
nothing.
Mike trying to fight all the Qs on Grambling's campus. Ronnie fighting everybody in the SWAC.
Hey.
I'm the most peaceful brother out here, boy. Hot dog.
Hey, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
There you go. There you go.
Speaking of folks not standing for something,
Oh, Lord.
for a couple of former
Lord.
Mississippi Valley State players are involved in a legal gambling scheme. The NCAA announced findings with 3 men's basketball programs, not just at Valley, Arizona State, New Orleans, and Mississippi Valley State. They all appear to be unrelated, but centered around fixing games to either lose or to not cover or to hit individual players over unders. The NCAA started their investigation into Valley because of some shady stuff happening in the Mississippi Valley State Alabama A&M game on January 6th. They found some questionable betting activity there, and then they decided, okay, we're going to investigate, and that investigation took them as far back as Christmas of 2024. And so that's where they went. They found some things of question. They went and did some investigating. To their credit, Mississippi Valley State was helpful throughout the course of it. It centers around a teammate hearing former player Donovan Sanders discussing throwing a game, and then Sanders asked that teammate to talk to the person on the phone to assure the person that multiple players on Valley's roster were comfortable throwing the game. Now, that particular student athlete did not talk to the person on the phone and did not alter his game to help them throw the game against Alabama A&M. Alvin Streetick, although, also got involved in this as well. So it's 2 players from Valley who I'm pretty sure will never play any sort of professional sports again, and we definitely won't play in college. Ronnie, this is your alma mater, Miss Valley. You're shaking your head so dejected and despairingly.
I'm disgusted.
Is the word she was looking for.
It's sad. Like, one, I already don't like betting when it comes to sports anyway. Like, I'm just I'm against it. But for you to go, one, we going to play these money games. We know we're gonna lose by we know we finna go play. I'm making this up. We're gonna play TSU. TCU. We're going to play TCU up there. They're going to beat us by 40. You going to say we're going to get beat by 60? What type of integrity do you have? What that shows your character. Like, that's so bad and it's so sad. Like, I'm disgusted. Like, you want to lose? Like, you want to lose. It's that bad that you want to lose. And how much you getting broke off? It can't be that much.
Well, that's the deal with these. That's how the NCAA got tipped off. Large numbers of bets, large amounts of money got put last minute on the Alabama A&M Mississippi Valley State game, and that's what triggered the investigation by the NCAA and by the odds makers in Vegas. Mike, do you think the NCAA has a good handle on the sports betting side of thing? Because this is 3 teams right here, and there have been more teams here in the past couple of months that have had some sort of gambling scandal linked to them.
I think, CJ and Ronnie, that this is the height of hypocrisy. This is you can't speak one thing and then act another. CJ, you joked about it earlier when you talked about your dad getting on you for 1 minute in front of your mom and then giving you the wink once she walks away. This is what's happening with sports betting and gambling across our sports right now, man. Whether it's the NBA, whether it's college football or college sports, what you're seeing is every other commercial that comes on is encouraging betting, is encouraging wagering, is encouraging props and all of these kind of things. And then it's human nature for players and other people to be involved in it. And so when it happens like this, the government is cracking down now, and it's because of money. Like the sports gambling companies are pouring in a whole lot of money into these sports businesses and these sports networks. And that's what's keeping a lot of us employed, honestly, frankly, a lot of the leagues going. But when you have this kind of crackdown and you see players, man, they're not inhuman. They're human. And it's unfortunate. This is going to continue to happen. And it's just unfortunate that it's ruining a lot of people's careers. It's almost like if you're, hey, say no to drugs, say no to drugs, say no to drugs, say no to alcohol, say no to weed and all that. And every other commercial is about, CBD oil and alcohol and all of these kind of things, then what are you doing? You're saying one thing, you're practicing one thing, and you're preaching another, and then you're enforcing a third thing. So it's unfortunate, man.
I've had talks with my nephew. He's 6. I remember getting talks in no areas, drugs, stranger danger. I remember those talks, and I've given some of those to him. But we've also started having a gambling talk as well. And you just have to right now, because gambling can get a lot of people, can get an individual in a lot of trouble. Kyra, real quick, can you throw the gambling headline from CBS back up? Because I want y'all to see something on the article about gambling. The article about, hey, these 3 schools and these players. What's at the top, Ronnie?
FanDuel ad.
Come on now. We got to take a break, y'all. On the other side, we're going to talk some about HBCU Night. It was last week. We all had a ton of fun. I'll give my ballot. We'll also look at the media poll on Box to Row. All that plus more on HBCU Huddle right here in the Built Ford Tough Studios on Grind City Media.
Check this out. Last season in the NBA, there were 139 40-point games. We're like 5 days in, 6 days in, and we have had 16 already. It is on pace for over 300 40-point games.
Holy crap.
Sheesh. That would be the pace.
Yeah.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. We are so excited to be joined in studio now by Memphis Hustle head coach Rob Santacola. How excited are you for this to all get started?
Super excited. It's something that I think I've done for 20 plus years. So excited about that and just helping our group kind of progress. And it's been fun to watch.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
It's early, but top 4 in win shares per 48 minutes in the NBA right now, Cedric Coward is in that group. Do you want to know who else is in it?
Who?
Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like that company.
That means the American player with the highest win share per 48 minutes, Grizz rookie Cedric Coward.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Just a ham. You're the other white meat. MJ, how can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at JeffDunham.com.
We are back, HBCU Huddles. Mike, Ronnie, and me, CJ. HBCU Night was this past week. HBCU Night presented by Pinnacle. They do it here in Memphis once a season. It's always one of the most fun times to be in arena at FedEx Forum. Ronnie, it was your first HBCU Night in this sort of capacity on the court and one of the faces of HBCU Night. How was it for you, man?
I had so much fun. I'm still my blood is still boiling from that night. Huge shout out to Mike. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to get this opportunity as well as the live entertainment.
There Ronnie goes up there on the Jumbotron pregame, baby.
Look at me. It was so fun. This opportunity has opened so many doors for me to expand and to get in front of the camera camera. I've normally been a behind the scenes girl, but now that I'm in front, look at me swag surfing. Look at me swag surfing, getting the crowd lit.
Hey, listen, if you look closely, you'll see Kyra Mama. So Kyra's not
Zoom
here.
into your mama, Kyra.
Kyra's not here, but Kyra Mama was here. She was on video.
It was so fun. I seen some family and friends from Valley that came out and supported me. You know, I took a couple pictures with some alumni. It's just some fun time. Like, I get to bring the school I love the most and then my job into one. And I'm ecstatic. I'm still ecstatic.
Mike, you were the moderator of a pretty cool discussion. Can you tell us what that was about and how you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it immensely. It was, part of the research that we have been doing on HBCU Huddle all season, basically showcasing the need to continue to get African-American male students on our college campuses. And we're at a 50-year critical low. I was able to speak with presidents from and administrators from Lane College, Lamont Owen, and my guy Corey Allen from the
Shout out, Mr. Allen.
And we just talked about, hey, what can these schools do to not just recruit young students to college campuses, but create opportunities for jobs and pathways. And then to see how this is a direct handoff from young men coming out of high schools going into colleges or careers. That's what this is all about. And the HBCU is certainly one way we can do that through those universities.
Yeah, the drum line, I took part in that. I introduced those people.
There she is.
There it is. I introduced the drum lines at halftime. It was tremendous. Shout out to Raleigh, Egypt, Whitehaven, and to Tulane, the Quiet Storm, for coming out and participating. It's a great night. Next year, if you are an HBCU alum or if you're an HBCU student, or if you got HBCU family, y'all come out here. It's a whole lot of fun, man. It really is. Let me go to the ballot and to the media poll before we take this break. Here's my ballot this week. Not a whole lot changes. Jackson State, Alabama State, Delaware State, South Carolina State, and Prairie View A&M. Those are my top 5. Followed by North Carolina Central, Grambling State, Virginia Union, Albany State, and we finished with Bethune-Cookman. Ronnie, what you got for me?
I ain't even mad. I'm not mad this week. I
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's take a look at the media poll for this week. Alabama State, for some reason, still remains number 1. Jackson State is 2. South Carolina State comes in at 3. Delaware State and Virginia Union round out the top 5. Then it goes North Carolina Central, Prairie View A&M, Albany State, Grambling State, and Johnson C. Smith. Mike, outside of Alabama State being 1, even though they lost to Jackson State, same record. What do you think about the media?
That's where it stays. You say outside of that, but that's all I got, man. Like those teams aren't going to play again. If everybody wins out and Jackson State becomes a team that goes to the Celebration Bowl, how are those media members going to justify not putting Alabama State at 2 and Jackson State at number 1? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me at all. So if you're going to keep Alabama State at number 1 and everybody wins out, then you better keep them number 1 when Jackson State wins the national championship too. It'll show how foolish that whole situation is.
I agree, Mike. I agree. We're going to take a break, and then on the other side, only thing better than libations is some vittles, boy. We're going to do our vittles pick 6. We're going to hit you with our top 6 Thanksgiving sides on the other side of HBCU Huddle on Grind City Media in the Built Ford Tough studio.
It's early, but top 4 in win shares per 48 minutes in the NBA right now, Cedric Coward is in that group. Do you want to know who else is in it?
Who?
Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like that company.
That means the American player with the highest win share per 48 minutes, Grizz rookie Cedric Coward.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. We are so excited to be joined in studio now by Memphis Hustle head coach Rob Santacola. How excited are you for this to all get started?
Super excited. It's something that I think I've done for 20 plus years. So excited about that and just helping our group kind of progress. And it's been fun to watch.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Check this out. Last season in the NBA, there were 139 40-point games. We're like 5 days in, 6 days in, and we have had 16 already. It is on pace for over 300 40-point games.
Holy crap.
That would be the pace.
Yeah.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Hey, we back. CJ, Ronnie, Mike, Pick Six, favorite Thanksgiving size. Mike, I hate you weren't here for this conversation. So here's what we're going to do, and we're going to continue it because we're right up against it. Kyra, just throw my 6 up there. Mike, Ronnie is a picky eater. Ronnie told me she just started eating Thanksgiving food. Like she just started eating it.
Don't take my black
Just started eating them.
I know.
But here's my 6. I'm going to run through them real quick, Mike. She also said she don't want her food to touch at all. Green spaghetti, yams, got to be canned cranberry sauce, mac and cheese, and dressing. Those are my sides. Mike, are you okay with your food touching?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They got to touch, man.
They got to touch.
But here's the thing, man. We're going to get into this because I know we don't got enough time. But see, here's the other cultural difference between the Northerners, the Southerners, and the East Coast guys. Spaghetti has never been a side dish in my life.
You're outside of your mind.
You crazy.
It's a side dish.
Fried fish gonna be the main dish for that spaghetti every time.
Mike, you should have seen Kyra's face when Kyra found out that we had spaghetti as a side around here. Jalen had told her. Yeah,
thank you, Kyra.
Jalen told her. Kyra's whole jaw dropped. Kyra's like, what?
You get 2 meats. Two meats on the plate.
Well, this was the thing that threw me. I almost fell out my chair when she said this. She said, oh, well, is there any meat in the spaghetti? Yes, it's spaghetti.
Y'all eat spaghetti with just noodles and red sauce?
No. Spaghetti is an entree. We eat it the Italian way, the way it was supposed to be made. We don't consider it a side.
Mike, let's take a look at Mike 6.
Cranberry sauce, cream corn for sure. Dressing, I don't call it stuffing, I call it dressing. Candy yams, mac and cheese, and any kind of greens, collard, whatever you got, any kind of greens, mustard, collard, whatever. I'm going with greens.
Yeah, and Mike, again, trying to explain to Ronnie, like the line of demarcation where they all touch. You don't have to mix them together, but there's a line where all the juices touch. Like that's the best part of the plate.
Like if somebody pull out some black eyed peas and that juice touch my greens juice and it touch my mac and cheese, I'm throwing the whole table over. Don't let that. And then if the cornbread get wet,
Yes, tell them about your plate situation.
My plate situation, I want all the dry food on one plate and then all the other stuff on another plate. Like I don't want my juices, like I don't want my cornbread to be wet. Why is my cornbread wet? Like it's nasty.
It's a sop. You use the cornbread and the biscuit to sop up everything.
It tastes nasty.
Mike, you and I versus Kyra and Ronnie, because Kyra's in our ear yelling no. She don't want her stuff to touch either. Speaking of Kyra, throw your 6 up here. Let's take a look. Cornbread dressing, greens, mashed potatoes with gravy, dressing and stuffing, green beans, and mac and cheese. This is real interesting.
What's the difference? What's the difference between cornbread dressing? What's cornbread dressing?
It's dressing.
Okay.
It's just dressing.
But with no meat?
Listen.
I want that dry mess. I want that dry mess.
You can make it good. I've had dressing both ways, with meat and without meat, and that's fine.
6 and 3, like.
Yeah, but
I
like,
just
why do
started
you need
eating dressing
dressing
2 years
Why
ago.
do you need dressing and stuffing? That doesn't make sense to me.
I just
know
started
they
eating
different.
that 2 years ago.
Well, Ronnie, we've forgiven you for your transgressions. Let's take a look at Ronnie's list.
Even though I don't eat deviled eggs, y'all, I do not
Then
eat
why is it
deviled
on
eggs.
the list?
Cause what other side I'm gonna put on there?
Spaghetti, green beans,
My spaghetti,
mashed potatoes,
okay, whatever.
lasagna.
I could put lasagna on there, but my yams gotta have marshmallows in them. I can eat any greens. I just started eating turkey dressing, which is my favorite. I only eat 2 people turkey dressing. I don't eat everybody
Mama
turkey
and
dressing.
grandmama?
Come on now. Fried cabbage. I only eat my fried cabbage. The family asked me to make the cabbage for Thanksgiving, so that goes to show I can't cook. And my mac and cheese, I only eat my Auntie Vicky mac and cheese. Nobody else mac and cheese is great enough.
All right, Mike, what were you going to say real quick?
That fried cabbage, low as kept, is a master dish right there.
I'm
Fried
telling you,
cabbage.
beef bacon with turkey sausage, it'll change everybody's life. It'll change our life. Not regular bacon.
Listen, we got to
beef
go,
bacon.
Ronnie. You've let me down. Great show by everybody but
Don't
Ronnie.
take my card. Don't take
We'll talk
my
to y'all
card.
next week, man. Take care.